No more dicking around. There he is. So you just gotta leg it for a few seconds and then it'll be over. Oh, that was fast. There's a few terrible glitches in this and I've just encountered one of them. I am not pressing anything on my keyboard and mouse at all, yet my character is still moving. It happens when you enter this room for the first time, and it can also occur whenever you read these notes. It messes up your controls. I can't move forward at all. I have to moonwalk like Michael Jackson in order to get to this note. The notes is how you fix this. By spamming various buttons, I can't actually find out what ones. For me, it's just pure brute force. I can change what way my character automatically runs. Now I'm moving to the right. I'm not touching the keyboard at all. My character is endlessly moving. It's pathetic how this managed to get through beta testing. This is inexcusable. Seriously, it's stuff like this that make people want to embrace Steam refund policy. Fuck's sake! It's so annoying because I can't move forward. I'm moving to the left and to behind me now. It's a fucking bug, it's horrible. I can't turn around to click on the note because every time I do, damn it. Because every time I want to click on the note, my character moves away. There, oh for fuck's sake, no. I can replicate this incredibly easy. All you do, enter this room and it will happen. It's happened to me 3 times now, because as said before, this isn't a blind run. I have completed all of Astray. Oh god, here we are. I am eternally moving to the left, so I've just got to keep spinning around so I don't fall off. It's shit like this which make it seem amateurish. And what's more lazy, in other areas it's stunning. Look at this, all these planets, the glowing sun, and the solar system modelled. This is superb. This environment is great. I love it. But then it ruins itself by adding just one single enemy with a crap AI. It makes no sense. The devs would put so much effort into creating these levels, and then it's destroyed by this, the fact that I'm not pressing anything on my keyboard and yet my character's still moving. The puzzle for this, you click on the crab man here, the Orion system, and then you get a number, 075. Can't believe I'm doing this. I have literally turned into a crab people. I am a crab people. I can only walk to the fucking side. How fitting. We can finally have a good look at this environment. If you check down at the bottom, there's the constellations and it tells you their names. But look how beautiful this is. You can see the mechanism that's operating these planets, telling them to move around and spin. The sun dominating the centre of the room, very similar to the Atlantis figure. Look at these metal poles. There's little slits here so they aren't clipping through the bridge. That's a very nice effect. Great attention to detail. We have a game which will do stuff like that, but at the same time will be buggy and broken. I came into this thinking it would have a wonderful look to it, and while yes it does, that's the entirety of what's good about Astray. How wonderful does this look? It's fantastic. It's very upsetting that it has so many blatant problems. Such a shame. So much effort has gone into building the levels, and then so little has gone everywhere else. The storyline, for one point, is non-existent. It's just not there at all. If we remove the notes and the documents, that's it. There is literally no story. Look at this guy here. You can't enter the vents, so he's forced to stand here for eternity waiting for me. He has an incredibly short memory span, so what you do, turn off the lights, you wait for a moment, he will forget all about you. And of course the game tells you when he's forgotten about you as the soundtrack goes away. There's no point moving. We are going to wait for the flashlight to recover to maximum. It's completely black. Watching this, you can probably see a lot more than I can. Due to the way I edit my videos, I naturally bring up the brightness and the contrast so that you should be able to see what I'm looking at right now. I can't. I am looking at a purely black screen. I can't see a single thing other than the flashlight symbol in the corner. This is Astray. This is what you do for the majority of the horror scenes. You stand here in the pitch black just waiting for a bar to fill up in the corner. It's not fun. This should not have been approved. They should have just made the battery completely infinite and leave it at that. Just run past him, it doesn't matter. He's quite slow. You actually go faster than he does. Watch this. Can't get to me. I just like how the game soundtrack completely cuts out when you read these notes. There we are, we can have a good look at him at last. It's strange that the devs decided to have a box and a vent here, knowing the creature can't go through them. It's blatantly obvious that the creature can't react to what we're standing on, that he can't jump at all, he can't climb. And so this should not be in the game. The reason why it shouldn't be in is because it exposes the faults of the game itself. Right now I can see the limitations of the monster's AI, his characteristics. My flashlights ran low, now I have to wait here for 4 minutes. If I was designing the monster, what I would have done was every single scene which features him, I'd remove all vents and wooden boxes. The creature can't cope with it at all. It struggles immensely and it makes it look incredibly silly. I don't know why there's 3 batteries here all of a sudden. This next puzzle, some bloody reason we have to detonate this. So we need to find some dynamite. I don't know why we have to travel all this length and jump over the boxes, crawl under them, what have you. There's no monster here at all, there's no threat. I am actually in fear of running out of battery power, so I'm going to have to recharge in a sec. Here we are, we've got dynamite. It's about a 30-second run to get from the dynamite to the detonation point. I don't know why we have to travel so long, it doesn't really add anything. Just a bit of a time sink really. My battery's completely ran out, so I can't see a single thing now. Feeling my way like a blind man through an orgy, as Max Payne would say. So you plant the dynamite here. As the note says, it reacts to impact. I don't understand why the rocks shoot outwards. Surely because the detonation comes from where I'm standing, the rocks would actually fall in here. Because isn't that how explosions work? Dynamite was here, and the explosion happened facing this direction. So why are there rocks all over here, but practically none inside the cave itself? That is a huge fucking drop. How have I not died? Doesn't this scene look great? You've got the blue of all the mushrooms. There's green tint. Almost like a fog or a poison infesting the caves. And it also contrasts with the bright orange coming from the fire. I wonder who lit this fire and how long ago. Always a strange thing in games where you're entering 1,000-year-old tombs, but someone's still got fully lit candles. We've even got pillars leading up all the way from the very top of the cave to the bottom. Reminds me very much of Eternal Darkness, which is based on the Cthulhu mythos of H.P. Lovecraft. As is this game, it's a huge inspiration for many horror games. There you are, we've completely defeated the enemy just by standing on the sarcophagus. What you should have done was remove these platforms so I can't jump on them. Oh! Fuck's sake. Fuck it, just run. Dude's fucking easy. It'll give up in a second as well. He has no staying power at all if you don't have your flashlight on. And there we are, he's given up already. We're no longer in the museum section, and yet we're still seeing these school murals. We need to find a cogwheel so that we can open this door. There's a monster down here, again the same copy and pasted dude we've seen like 10 times already. It's just a piss take at this point. You see him so much. It's boring. He doesn't need to be in this game so much. It just looks like it's lazy that the devs can't bother creating new enemies or new encounters. Doesn't help that his pathing and his AI, with the fact that he can't jump or climb at all and that he gives up incredibly easy if your flashlight's off, makes the entire thing look shoddy. It's a real pity because this game's maps are wonderful. It's simply gorgeous. And yet it ruins itself by all these design choices. This is what we need. Even though he's very close to me, he has very bad hearing. And his visual perception's also awful, provided you've not got your lights on. The door started opening even when it wasn't attached. It would have been so much better if the... Oh, fucking out. If the creature wasn't repeated so much. If you saw him, maybe if you saw him only twice. I can't go up, so I'm going to have to go down. Always hated underwater scenes in games. It shits me up. I think the scariest underwater scene in any game ever, the original Sonic the Hedgehog and Sonic Adventure DX. Because when you're underwater, eventually if you stay down for too long, soundtrack changes to a song which is just repetitive sounds, and it makes you panic, and even to this day it's terrifying. Invisible walls here. You can't jump over any of these rocks at all. You can't go over the railings, and also you should be able to jump on these cardboard boxes, but an invisible wall stops you. The only way to get through is here. This game has so many issues. If it was a completely bad game with nothing good at all, I'd be like, yeah, fine, it deserves it. But I feel quite bad when I speak badly about this, because it does have potential. This map design, it looks very beautiful. The creature defies description. No, it doesn't. It looks like a Cthulhu from World of Warcraft. Yeah, spoiler alert, we're gonna see an old one. I quite like the look of the old one, even though it is proper Cthulhu. While I do say the maps look great, unfortunately they can be a bit buggy. During the scene in Atlantis, one of the stairs are broken. When I say broken, I don't mean physically broken like rocks crumbling or anything. I mean there's no texture for it. You see black and grey checker pattern over one side of the stairs, but only one corner, and that's it. I love this. You see the pillars going all the way from top to the bottom. You've got these huge rocks, great expansive environment. And then you've got this little fucking shithead here ruining everything. It's ridiculous. There's no tactics at all. All you do, run past him. Yeah, he hits you once, but you heal automatically anyway. Keep your flashlight off and that's it. He just gives up in a few seconds. Oh, he looks so silly when he runs after you. You can even run faster than him when you're moonwalking like Michael Jackson. And he gives up straight away. Why chase you to begin with if you're just going to give up like that? He's got no staying power whatsoever. You can attract him with the flashlight from here. He will run for about 5 seconds and then he'll turn around and give up, and you can keep doing it repeatedly. Got another steam puzzle. Firstly, let's see if I can annoy him. Yeah, I can do it. There he is. He sees me. He's chasing after me. And then he gives up. Chasing after me. And in a second, he'll give up again. Can't reach me. The way the AI works means that he isn't a persistent threat. It's not like an amnesia monster where it will burst through the walls trying to get to you. As I said before, why have this monster in areas where it can't cope? I can shine a light on him and have him run after me. The AI is not capable of fighting me. It cannot reach me. So why put the monster in the position where it can be exploited like this? Because it makes the rest of the game look lazy and it suffers as a result. This puzzle's not complete. There we are, that's why. These puzzles are so easy. Normally I'm absolutely cack at solving them. Now there's Steam blocking me from escaping. I think the devs intended for this part to be a very tense moment. We're waiting for ages for the platform to come up so that we can be safe from this monster. But the monster has such bad vision that all you do, just stay crouched and keep on the opposite side of him, and that's it. It will never notice you. You don't even need to stay crouched, you can jump around. As long as you don't have your flashlight on, you're fine. And even if he does chase you, stand on one of these sarcophagus and that's it. Here's another thing as well. When you look up fully, you start fitting like an epileptic that's just been playing FNAF World. With the new Five Nights at Freddy's RPG game that has just came out, if you are an epileptic, do not play the game, you will die. I was watching game footage for that the other day and it made me physically ill with huge amounts of repetitive, annoying flashing lights and the sound effects which endlessly repeat on themselves. It made me ill. It was really bad. This note talks about a stone man called the Sentinel, who was designed to not fight against the creature per se, but could at least resist its powers. However, the Sentinel has in fact died. Talking about the Sentinel, here he is, the stone man. Even though these stone tablets are in alien language, you can read it in English. One of the notes describes a character who was looking at the alien's home and he could understand it perfectly. That's just the explanation as to why we can. Here it is! The checker pattern room. When I said it, you could see it in Atlantis. Here it is. You can tell this is a broken texture because look at the stairs just below it. See how it's stone, but then it's this checker pattern. This puzzle is quite a weird thing. You run for about 10 seconds till you enter this room, stand on the platform, do it on the opposite side of the room. See, the checker pattern is still here because this room is a copy and paste of the one we've just been in anyway. And the doors are open. Those two rooms are pointless. You don't need to go into that room or that one. It's not fun just running up some stairs. One strange issue is if you go to the main menu and then go to options, press apply in the options and the game's volume will change in the main menu for no reason I can discover. Here's the heart. And now we're here fighting Cthulhu. I love all these tendrils just coming up, very Lovecraftian. And the fact that we appear to be in the void of space itself. This is superb, but in appearance alone, this boss battle again is quite a disappointment. We are fighting against the Eye of Sauron. You touch these sigils, the Eye of Sauron here will wake up and will activate a searchlight to try and find us. So you see where his eyes are looking, you can see that visual cone. If you have played World of Warcraft, the original, this is Cthulhu, the old one. Cthulhu itself is directly based on the works of H.P. Lovecraft, same as Yogg Saron in the Wrath of the Lich King expansion. Hide behind here, wait for him to deactivate, and then you fall to your death because you're a fucking twat. Shit is hitting me. Even when he hits you, he forgets where you are straight away. It's very unusual. What? Oh no! I stand corrected. That was strange. He went blue, which indicates passive mode, but he was still hitting me anyway. I see. His little eye searchlight still seems to be at least partially activated. We are defeating an old one via the power of wooden boxes. I don't know how these boxes got here to begin with, considering this is the home of some old one who apparently lives in the void of space itself. And yet we've got these half-submerged cogwheels. Ow! Fucking can see me. I must have had like my toe sticking out or something. Activate that. Hide behind the bookshelf. Now for this last phase, he stays active forever, I believe. Wait for him to look away from you. Oh no! One question remains, and it is possible that I have missed a note explaining this. Our character entered this museum in order to find our uncle. At no point do you find him. I don't think it ever touches upon where he is or what may have happened to him. Nor do I think the game explains what that one monster is, that bloodied man, keeps chasing us. Why the hell has my character just not legged it and gone to the police? Why has he decided to stay here with these strange monsters that are trying to kill him? There, we've done it. Now we've woken up. The door which gave us a jump scare earlier, you can see it's bright white. Implies we can possibly leave the museum. Earlier on, you do encounter a door, and when you click on it, it says the door is jammed. I may need something to pry it open. Yeah, of course, we can't escape. There's going to be another jump scare. From what I can recall, I at no point ever found a crowbar that I could use to pry the door open. But the fact that the character says there is a way to open the door, it implies that you can go in there. In Amnesia, every single time you see a door saying, oh, it's jammed, maybe I can find something to bust it out. Yes, you can. Guessing it's something that the devs started designing but then forgot about, or for whatever reason decided not to fully add it to the game. Real shame when the maps look so good. This really should have been a lot better. It deserves to be. But due to its many faults, which some could have been solved very easily, such as infinite flashlight battery, less use of that enemy, an actual storyline and not just notes that you click on. All things like that which combine together and make this an overall disappointing experience. Anyway, that was Astray. Take care.